like over, give it like a, like a little tray.
Yeah.
Little tray of food or a little like sachet.
Yeah, a dog just wouldn't have
Leave
it.
the bag out, yeah.
It'd be eyeing you up.
I'm talking like, every meal he's having like 2.5 protein shakers full of biscuits. Then he has like a full.
Yeah, it is a very big dog. For people who haven't seen it, just Google it or even just look on your Instagram. I've seen it in real life and I thought it was a horse. I heard it galloping. And I was like that when I heard it coming on the field because I thought I'm going to get mown down.
Oh, it's his back. Even when if I'm at home and I'm cooking facing the other way and he comes behind me and barks, even I still.
Because when it's stood up, it's bigger than you.
Oh,
it must be bigger than me. How tall do you reckon it is?
Yeah,
you seen it?
I've seen the dog, but I ain't seen yours.
He's easily 6.5
massive
foot when he stands up.
Absolutely massive dog. We were talking about the hardest animal, and I think that must be one of the hardest dogs, the Great Dane, because what dogs are that big?
If you go off the size of his head.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I think. Like full on torpedo, sprint, headbutt.
Oh, you're gone.
You're finished.
When I'm tying my shoelaces, he'll come over. You're like just
boisterous.
In there, hits my head, and I'm thinking.
Easy concussion by accident.
Yeah, I felt that.
And I was talking. Just before we move on now, I was talking to you about having puppies. They have because obviously it's a big dog, but you're thinking still there's only so much space it can have. It had about 12 puppies, didn't it?
Oh, 14.
14 puppies.
Last year, yeah.
That is just absolute chaos.
I was mental.
And you sold them all on, or did you keep them all?
No, so we kept one, and then the others all went to really good homes.
Yeah,
really good homes.
and I think that's important, isn't it?
I think there's now triple the amount of Great Danes in Hull.
It's not a dog you often see. I've never really seen one. I know of them, but I've never really seen one.
No, when I go for a walk, if we went to the marina and stuff like that, it's everybody crowds around.
Would you just ride on its back around the marina and that?
Give it a go.
Two of them like chariots. No, it would be something like that. But no, that's a really good chat. That. Anyway, all things health and fitness. So yeah, regarding health and fitness in our sort of generation today, are we really that unfit, talking 10, 20, 30 years ago, or are we really that unfit, or is it a lot of social media leading us to believe that we're a lazy generation or an unfit generation? Are we that bad, is what I'm getting at. What do you think, Luke?
I don't know what your take on it is, but I think we are the most obese we've ever been, but at the same time, everyone I know goes to the gym. Whether they're avid gym goers and they go every day and they'll train as hard as they can, but everyone I know goes to the gym at least once a week. So it's a weird sort of thing where we're obviously the most obese we've ever been as a nation, but at the same time
we're doing a lot.
We're doing the most. I said, I don't know about what the average is, but everyone I know personally goes to the gym at least once a week. So we seem to be doing more, but getting.
I think we've got a massive divide now. Is a community as a nation from not just necessarily age demographics, because you've got people that come to the gym that are in the 50s and 60s and love it. You've got people that come to the gym in their early teens, they love it. Then equally, you've also got people in the same generations where they just don't want to go. If you look at say for example Hull, there's probably 10% at best of the population go to a gym. If you said actively, there's probably maybe 20% of the population of the city that play a sport, go out for a walk, that kind of stuff. But I think there's a massive misconception of being active and being fit.
Healthy.
And being healthy.
Yeah.
And I think obviously this COVID's one of them. When you're looking at the newspaper and you've got all these stories coming out, young, fit, healthy person gets COVID. No, they're not. Look at that photo, I'm telling you, that kid's not healthy.
Yeah, he's never seen a barbell. Never seen a treadmill.
Never seen a gym.
Might be 25, but it don't mean you're healthy. I would agree with that.
You can look well and not be sat in monster your first drink of the day, and
No, I totally agree.
It's like anything, you can bang a tight t-shirt and you can bang a pair of leggings, on a girl, and they can go to gym once a week. The guy can go to gym once a week and train arms and chest. Go on a Saturday and people think, oh, it looks alright. Yeah. But then what happens when you're 10 years down the line? He's been living that lifestyle, she's been living that lifestyle for 10 years, and it starts to catch on. Yeah,
I think it's longevity is what we're looking at there. I think if you're training, I don't know, we're only fit for purpose. If you're training arms and bench press, then you will be good at arms and bench press. But does that make you healthy? Yeah. I would have to say no.
Like functionality.
Everyday life, is that going to give you a good quality of life? I would say no. It's quite impressive if you're 18, and we've all been there. maybe not so much you, but 18 being able to curl and bench press weight was important. It was the law of the land at one point. But we get older, we become more educated on a whole, and you realise that taking the 45s for ride on incline chest isn't the be all and end all. You know, it is good to run, it's good to be able to bike. I've not mastered swimming, shock.
I think it's that balance, like, because I still like training chest and arms.
Yeah, it's good.
I like training back.
Yeah, it's good.
You know, I take a photo, I think, yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah.
Get that on there, see what comes of it, that kind of stuff. It's good when people look and they think, he looks after himself.
Yeah.
But for me, it's more than just, you know, I've trained arms today, I feel good. It's, you know, that longevity of continuously doing it. Because I've noticed now, like, as I'm getting older, the people that are roughly the same age as us, as they're getting older, they're not looking like we are.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And I think that for me, it's always like everything I seem to do just transfers over into the next part. So if I get up early in the morning, sort the dogs out straight away, get on the treadmill for 8 o'clock, I do my hour, I then feel good until I train again on the night. If I then train again on the night, I then feel good when I'm eating my tea, when I'm going to bed.
What would you say though, like the impact, like, for me, I think, as well as being going to the gym and stuff, the food that's readily available for us now, how's that had a good and a bad? So, for example, when I was at school, there was a couple of overweight kids. We all ran around, we all did stuff, and I don't know, I want fat because I was fueled on onion rings, chicken nuggets, curly fries, the old chicken Kiev, stuff like that. I was fueled on that, but I wasn't fat because we were moving around. Now there's more food and knowledge with food, but I think now I see a load of fat kids, and I don't know if there's less bullies in school. I don't know if there's just less education now, because it was one of the things, it wasn't cool to be fat back in the day. Or overweight. It was like, it wasn't good.
Well, the thing is, back then it was cool to go and play football, wasn't it?
That's what I mean, yeah.
You know,
who can climb school roof right now?
Now it's not. I guess it's not as cool as.
But do you reckon it's like? Do you reckon it's because obviously there's more knowledge on food and what's good for you? It's everywhere. You type in Google 6-week diet plan, 12-week diet plan, 3-hour diet plan. It's all there for you. So how are we not better as people with all that information there?
Yeah, you see, that's my thing. Like, I often argue with the point of when you get all these PTs, stuff like that, and they're charging ridiculous amounts of money for 6-week diet plans, 8-week diet plans. And the thing is, do you know what? Like, if I've got a piece of paper, I've got 100 pieces of paper and 100 different people come for diets, I guarantee that the 90 of them just won't lose weight. Now, am I right in charging all them different people 152, 300 quid in a diet plan and writing avocado and eggs every morning for everyone at the first meals? Because the thing is, the knowledge is the same. So, like, I can go on the internet, I can learn how to become a mechanic on the internet. You know, I can learn how to do anything on the internet. So, going on YouTube, going on to a particular website and finding out what's a good, healthy maintenance diet, or how can I lose weight, it doesn't take a lot, but again, it goes into that fast food mentality of, it's all right, I know what I want, and I know really it takes somebody, let's say for example, somebody who competes or a boxer, it takes that guy a lifetime to learn his skills, learn his training, he's continuously doing it, but I want it now. Instant. So how do I pay for that? How do I achieve that? How do I get it? I'm on holiday in 6 weeks.
It's funny you say that about the whole, like, you can learn it on the internet. And I was doing a course a couple of weeks ago, and they said you can find anything online, but people pay for the structure. So, like, you can look online. Like, me personally, if I went to a gym, I wouldn't know how to write a chest session up. Yeah. I'd think bench for an hour. Like, what would I do? I wouldn't know. I can look online and find that. Yeah. I pay you because I want that. Formatted in a way that I can read it. I can look online and search 12-week bench press, but I want the PT to deliver the session deliver it in a way that I can so it's all formulated, so I can look at it and do it. Yeah.
What I'd say though is, like, we do live in a world where, say for example, like, I can go on Instagram, right? I can flick through it and I can see a car and I can double click it. I like that. So I could say, for example, you were okay. Well, go on YouTube. You're not a daft lad, you can go into the gym, go on YouTube, type in chest session, you'll get 100 different chest sessions come up, just follow them. You know, I think what we're paid for is, you know, it's like, well, I've given you X amount of money, so I need to now do this diet. Because that diet, it's never going to be worth your 10 years experience to me. But this piece of paper you've just given me, this email or whatever it's going to be, is worth 150 quid.
Bit of accountability.
It's accountability, so I'm going to do it, you know. Anybody can go onto the internet and you know we can research hundreds of thousands of different things to learn. But the thing is, it's that accountability of, well, do I have to? And the thing is a lot of people, you know, they don't realise how many hours you've got in a day, and before they know it, they've got up and they go to bed. You know, they live then for the weekend, so they've got to have this mentality of, well, if I'm on holiday in 12 weeks, how do I get this now?
With that accountability, so this is my belief actually. I think as people, we've become too acceptance of people that are unfit. And what I'll say is, there's a lot of people I see, like people on the telly, okay, if you've got a medical condition, right, you can be excused because you've got a medical condition, whatever it is. I don't know all of them, an overactive thyroid problem or something, yeah? However, if you know you've got that medical condition, stop eating crap food. I think it's that simple. And for me, if you're on TV, if there's a lot of people on TV that are overweight or bent out of shape, body that Walt Disney couldn't draw, if that's becoming the normality, it's okay to be bent out of shape when it isn't. I don't think it's the same way. Do you remember early 2000s? It might be Victoria's Secret. They had them zero size models, super skinny, unhealthily thin. That's not okay. I don't think they should be on the telly. But equally, if you're out of shape and it looks like you'd be out of breath climbing your stairs, off the telly. I don't think we should be normalising that body.
I think for me it's one of the things where, you know, I've learned from being in my position of having people come into the door and say, look, I want to lose weight, I want to change for the better. I can easily look out the window though and see 100 people walk by that don't want to. You know, and it's like, well, do you know what? What's the point of me trying to fight the world? What's the point of me trying to help the community if they don't want to be helped themselves? For me, it's like, you know, I look for certain things in life and I want certain things in life. I want to be able to, say for example, go on holiday, and if I fall off the back of a jet ski, I want to be able to swim back to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to enjoy it to the best. If I go snowboarding, alright, I can't snowboard, but I want to be able to be fit enough to get up and give it a go. I think if somebody doesn't want to do that, it's not my problem, you know. But chances are you're probably not going to, you know, come to my house.
If you had someone come to your gym, Luke, as a PT, and they pay you for a service, and you say, right, this is the formula, this is the format I need you to do for change, but you know that person doesn't have it in him. He doesn't really want to change. He's got this idea, or romantic idea, that he'd like to get in shape. He's giving you money for a product that he's got to invest in, like physically, and over a period of time to get the result, but you know you don't want to do it. How do you deal with that in terms of, because I couldn't deal with it, I'd just be like, right, I don't, take your money back, do one.
Well, it's like I said, it's one of them about, you've got to educate people. I mean, for me, it's not about looking in shape, it's about the quality of life you get from being in shape.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'm not, the six-pack's not important, but the fact that I can go on holiday and swim in a pool and not drown, or go for a walk when it's a nice day is important. So that, you know, it's not the fact that you look well. So it's about like education, like explaining that to people.
So I think that's a good thing. Sorry, having a six pack doesn't mean you're healthy, because you've got these like little council estate kids with six packs, but they're not healthy. Do you know what I mean? And also being a bit fluffy in that doesn't mean you're unhealthy, because I know, like a rugby player for example, they probably don't look, a lot of them, not professional, but just normal rugby players. They're not all shredded up. A lot of them don't have a line on the body. But I know I couldn't play that sport, running about, being bits. So they are fit for what they do. But I think I'm talking sort of, like you said there, just your general public that maybe don't want a ripped out six pack, but you still got to be healthy.
Yeah, I also tell people that come in the gym is that, like, I'm not expecting you now to, in 12 weeks' time, you're not going to be in the front of a magazine. But it's about, like, if people say, well, like, how should I eat? Like, it's about a lifestyle change, not a 12-week fix. Do you know what I mean? So like you said, like the fast food thing. Yeah. So you're coming to me and saying, I want to get fit in 12 weeks. I say, how about we say, let's get fit in a year. Let's stay fit for the rest of your life. Instead of going, let's get fit for 12 weeks and look amazing.
And then wrap.
And you do this keto diet, and after that, you lose 6 kilos, but you put 10 back on.
While you're away.
While you're away. So why not instead, we say, let's get fit and stay fit for the rest of your life.
That's a good shout.
Instead, like I said, this like sort of fast food mentality on everything. I want it now. Because I could make you lose 10 kilo in 2 weeks. You're not going to maintain that. Do you know what I mean? It's unhealthy. It's not
sustainable. I was going to say, do you think, Jack, obviously having the gyms for many years as well within the city, Do you think education's a key in terms of, if I told you now, if you came to me and you said, oh mate, my house is cold. I said, right, set on fire, 1.5 warm up in there. You know now that, yeah, it will warm up, but I'll have no house, so it's no good for me that. If I come to you, like what Luke was saying there, for a 6-week programme, would you be willing to give someone a 6-week programme? Or are you saying, look, it's got to be, if you eat cotton wool once in the morning, twice in the afternoon, and once again at night, just drink water, you will lose weight. Yeah, you'll lose weight, but it's bad for you. Do you think education, in terms of what we're doing, what we're eating, how we're behaving, is the way forward?
Yes. Yeah, but the thing is, again, that's not going to be a quick fix for anybody's generation at the minute, because I think like when you look at the overall bigger picture is how many people are actually obese, overweight, in Hull, in our country as a whole. It's not gonna be a quick fix. This is something that we need to, and not just obviously with fitness and health, but this is something that you need to go back into schools with and start giving people an idea of, look, this fast food mentality, not just obviously in fitness and health, but in terms of what you're going to achieve when you leave school. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be in 3 years. You're not going to get to 21. You're not going to get to 30, and all of a sudden you're flying out, sailing, not having to go to work.
Because you've made it.
Because you made it.
Finished that, calling it. I mean,
the thing is as well, like, it's all right saying like, you could have a 6-pack but not be healthy. Now the thing is, like, you can have a balance of both. You're not going to be like 100% shredded all year round.
Yeah.
You can be in shape 3 or 4 times at your best throughout the year.
For the holiday and that.
But you can always maintain a level. But then the thing is that, we've got to, as a gym owner, like I understand there's some people that just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So and the idea is like I'm fully behind. Okay, I understand. We all don't want to look like health models. We all don't want to be singing this. Not all of us like to go on holiday. But when you then get to that point in your life, and it could happen to you in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, and so on, where you're then going to turn around and go crying to somebody because, I'm overweight and I can't get up the stairs. I'm sweating. I don't enjoy it anymore. I'm
Mid-July.
I'm sat there. Nothing fits me right. Then you start going into like the effect of mental health, and
it's massive.
Then it's when that starts to snowball. That's the snowball. You see, that's how it gets worse. And then what happens is you then go to work and you're unhappy, you're upset. And this, not in health and fitness, you could be working.
And you have kids though, and it's the same vicious cycle. I honestly think.
Well, you just said when you started, like you got, not necessarily because of that reason, but you've then got an adult who was very unhappy, been in a relationship for 10 years, partner's unhappy as well. Next thing you know, just because it's that common next step, you've then had a kid. That kid's then born into that. You're then too busy. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to do extra training. You don't want to get up any earlier. You're stuck in this now, like mid-30s, 40s. That kid's then brought up on that mentality. Where's it stop?
I think something needs to give, but I think one of the big problems is there's this. I'm not going to slam it either of the sexes, male or female, but it tends to be female. I'm happy with my body. You're a size 20. Now, I'm not being funny. You're still unhealthy. Whether you're generally happy or not, and I'll say that a lot of them are, it's just a defence mechanism that, I'm happy with how I look. How can you be when you're not having a solid number 2 in the morning? How can you be happy that it's 18 degrees outside and you're sweating your back out? I think, how can you be happy being unhealthy? How damaging is that?
I remember when I was a kid and I'm looking at I went into the gym. I remember my mum paid for a 3-month membership for me to play some Costello called Warners. And I went there, went on a shoulder press, did like 15 reps, and when I go off it, I'm like, my shoulder's still hurting. Who does this? Like, what
can't be good for you.
What kind of thing's this? Yeah. I'm walking home and it's still hurting me. And I think, back then, I'm still into it now. I'm into superheroes, comic books, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I remember reading these things thinking, I want to look like this.
Yeah.
I want to look like that. If these guys can do all this is as a young kid.
Yeah.
But obviously, as I've grown up, that's then like transcended into, well, if I want to play rugby, I want to be good, I've got to be strong. If I want to walk in the streets and I want people to think, he looks like he looks after himself. Got to be strong. Got to go to the gym. If I'm in work, I own a gym.
Well, you need to be. I totally
if I'm walking
agree.
around fat, I teach an abs class 3 times a week. If I walk in there fat, no one's doing my abs class.
It's just funny you say that, because I sorry to interrupt you. I posted that picture the other day on the thing, and I just said like.
Just for people who haven't seen it, just talk a bit about that.
Yeah, so I basically put a post up saying that you can't ask someone to go to a place that you've not been yourself. Now, I'm talking about PT specifically, not coaches, because a good coach is based on purely on knowledge.
Yeah.
They don't have to box, they don't have to play rugby, they might have spent 20 years studying the game
Yeah.
and be the best coach in the world, so it doesn't matter physically how you look. But I can't get mad at someone that they don't buy my chest and legs program. Do you know what I mean? Because look at it. So I don't think it's too much to ask of a PT. If I'm going to pay you money to look the part yourself, like to at least look after yourself, and I'm gonna. And it's this isn't a one size fits all, because like I said, there is them blokes in the gym that have served their time, have been in the game years, and they know loads, and they're 60 and they've just passed that physical peak, but they can still coach. But I think if I'm 25 and I'm coming to you, whether it's right or wrong, I want you to.
You need to look the part.
Like, no one's going to come to me and ask me for a strength program, because it's. Do you mean what am I implementing myself?
But this again though, this isn't from education. This is coming from that mentality that we've got. So, like I go on Instagram. Instagram's only showing me the top 1% of the people in my area in the world that look good. So these are people that have been training for 25 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever. They've already got chest, back, shoulders, legs and arms, all that kind of stuff. If I go into a gym and I've got a guy who's in there and he's hammering the bag for 20 minutes, he's doing circuits, and over a 6-week period I'm seeing him doing all this kind of training himself, and then I see a guy who just lift weights, who ain't got any legs, don't go on a treadmill ever, who am I going to more likely go to? Now the thing is that a lot of people will go to the guy who looks good, because they think, oh, that's an Instagram guy, that's where I want to look. But the thing is, it's well, actually, that guy's maybe not going to be here in 10 years, because he doesn't ever train, don't look after himself. So it's not from an educational point of view, but it's like an awareness of that. When I look on Instagram, and say for example, like as a girl, you go on Instagram, you think, oh, I want to get in shape this summer. You see some girl that's got 100,000 followers. She's been doing it all her life, literally bred into it. Never played a sport, so her body's not got one side bigger than the other or stronger than the other, or anything like that. Perfect symmetry, and all she's been doing is just like symmetrical leg extensions, leg curls, that kind of stuff. Looks fantastic. Somebody that then walks in the gym though, that's they then see a PT like that, but like we said earlier, it might not necessarily be looking like that, might not necessarily be fit. Might not necessarily look like that, but might be really, really fit and could achieve everything that they want to achieve because of the knowledge that they've got. And it leads back into, again, like not like an education, but like an awareness of, oh well, I am there. So like say for example, Luke, if I walk into a gym, why should I be aiming for an Arnold Schwarzenegger when I ain't even at the first step, the second step, the third step? I can just go into the gym. I've been training for years. I can walk in there. I can do a 6-week diet, not a crash diet. I can just manipulate my calorie intake, fat, carbs, all that kind of stuff, and I can look reasonably good at the end of 6 weeks. If I did it for a prolonged period of time, I'd look pretty good. If I started throwing some other things in the mix as well, I'd look really good. Now, for me, it's like, well, if I'm walking around, I don't have to walk around like the outside with my shirt off for people to say that he looks in good shape. And the thing is that, when you are getting like all them likes on Instagram, and the girls are putting the videos up and they're getting all the likes and stuff like that for doing it, it's like, well, at what point is someone going to stop and think, actually, you know what, I've not been on that treadmill for 6 weeks, but I look great doing it. Because, we all get used to feeling the same way. Like, you don't feel like you've been in the gas chamber unless you've been in the gas chamber.
I think that's the thing though, with the knowledge. So as we all train, you know that if you are paying the man, and I've said this time again, Jack, that we don't own health and fitness. We rent it, and the rent needs paying every single day. And if you are not paying a man, you won't look good. You won't feel good because you're not putting in the steps to reap the rewards. So what I was getting at is with that lack of education, you've got these girls and guys with these implants, fake chest, fake abs, fake bum, and they do look mint, but it's not real. They've got these massive arse or legs, these Kim Kardashian for example, massive batty on her, but she can't squat or deadlift anything because it's not real. So I know when I look at her, the fact that the size of her thighs don't add up to the size of her ass, I know it must be full of plastic, because how can you get a huge bum with a thigh that's like a wrist? So I know that's fake, but there's some people who see that and will think, oh God, that's real. And then you've got these people of, let's say, these reality TV programs who have had work done, be that fake boobs, fake legs, liposuction, whatever, and they release a fitness DVD. Who's buying that? Honestly, do you know what I mean? Because when I buy one of their DVDs. No, I wouldn't. Because
No,
why would I? Because I'm educated enough to know it's a load of shite.
Well, the thing is like going back into like, you know, how you look, things like I understand when people want to have the teeth and that done. I mean, when I was a kid, I knocked my front teeth out. You know, so I was like, I can't walk around like this all the time. I have to get something done here.
Yeah.
Now, I can understand why girls get things done, boys get things done, but when you've got people that go to like Turkey and they get ab implants, and then they come walking out there and they've got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Crazy.
Well, again, it's the fast, just the
instant
thing. Because anyone can get abs, but are you going to take?
Are you going to stop eating
food? Are you going to take 8 months to do it, or I'll go to Turkey, get this, get that? It's just like I said, it's that. What was I can't remember the terminology you used.
Like the fast
food mentality. Yeah,
the thing is for me though, it's like I, you know, like say for example, like if I went to Turkey, right, and I got like, you know, bicep implants, we've all seen it on YouTube, that kind of stuff, right? And then you walk into a gym in a vest thinking I've got the biggest arms in here, but then you've got no shoulders whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like
or you're curling eights.
Yeah, it's so much wrong.
It's not adding up.
No.
But I think again I keep going back to education, yeah, and this baffles me, is if you are paying money for nice hair, nice makeup, nice clothes, maybe fillers, maybe injections, yeah, but you're not addressing, excuse the pun, the elephant in the room, that you are fat. I've said, imagine buying a house, yeah, with the state-of-the-art central heating system, but you have no windows. It's pointless. You can buy the clothes, the makeup, the shit, but if you are overweight unhealthily, what's the point? That's what I'm thinking. Like, is it not a complete lack of education that having nice makeup and hair doesn't mean you're healthy?
The thing is that it's not survival of the fittest anymore, is it? So we don't in anything in life. So we don't need to necessarily be all things to all people. As long as, like, you know, some people just look at fashion. Don't care in the world what they look like in terms of body, but if they're wearing the best gear, they're happy. You've got other people that are on the total opposite of that, don't care what they're wearing, but if they've got the best.
Health should be the main currency. Health is wealth at the end of the day.
Health is wealth.
Yeah,
well, I believe that health is going to keep me going.
I think COVID, out of all the shit things that COVID's caused, that's the one thing that could come good of this, is that people are going to be more driven to be in shape.
I'm
not talking about like looking in shape. I mean just healthier. Do you know what I mean?
For someone who would put his hand up and say, I wish everybody had the mentality to come running back to a gym first day, get yourselves in there, spend everything on it, food, diet, supplements, membership, the full lot, it's just not going to happen. You know, we are in a situation where, you know, if we all had that mentality, yeah, it'd be great. You know, there would be no need for, you know, certain elements of like the NHS and stuff like that, you know, all the money wasted on people that put themselves into a state where they end up with diabetes and all that kind of stuff. And further on from that, you know, people going to places and having to get like the idea of a gastric band, like getting a gastric band
crazy.
to make my stomach smaller.
It's crazy.
So
just stop eating. Have some discipline. I think you said it. We've got, I don't even know it because I don't care, but space, face, hands, what's it, Luke?
Oh, the
hands, face, space, but we haven't got be healthier.
Yeah,
stop being disgusted. We haven't got that.
Well, there was a video yesterday shared by a guy called Nick from Liverpool, and he's done a lot for trying to get gyms back up and stuff like that. Nick Capper.
Yeah.
And he put this video on, and like on the right hand side, it was like not climbing frame, but like basically two different height pull-up bars in a park, and it had like two fences chained to it, big signs on it, COVID secure, all this lot. And I think he then turned his camera to the left, and you've got hundreds of parents and kids on a Saturday just running around this play park doing what they want. And it's like, how on earth do you justify that over health and fitness?
Well, I was speaking to you about it. I think it was Krispy Kreme, the donut. They're doing this thing where I don't know if it's a joke or what, but the if you show your vaccination card, you get a donut.
Yeah,
and it just seems like a joke.
Defeating the object.
Like we're gonna. You need this vaccine because your health is
going
to kill you.
Your health's going to kill you. The thing is though, it's like I love pizza. I love donuts, I love all these things. But the idea is that Monday to Friday I get up in the morning and I've got the mentality to get to
pay the man.
And I'm doing my hour.
Simple.
And I do an hour straight off the bat. And while I'm on that treadmill, I'm working. You know, I'm doing my emails. Like we all now can walk around with a computer in our pocket. You know, so I can be working while I'm doing the 60 minutes. I do 500 something calories. You know, I come off that, get a quick shower, have a coffee, I'm straight back on it, and I watch what I eat Monday to Friday. And I try to get on the evening. sometimes put extra sessions in, and I enjoy it. But then the idea is that if I then go out on a Saturday and I think, you know what, I want a biscuit, you know, I want this and that.
And that's the thing, you don't have to, for the everyday person that's thinking about going to the gym, you don't have to kill yourself, you just got to be a bit smarter.
Yeah.
Someone referred to it as like a bank balance, and it's really simple. If you know you're earning, let's keep the numbers simple, 100 quid a week, spend 90.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as your calories. If you know you're going out on Saturday,
Yeah, totally agree.
You don't have to go to the gym and think my goal is to be a page 3 model, or whatever. Do you know?
I'm with you.
Front of men's health. Your goal should just be healthier.
Be a healthy person.
And it's really simple. Move more.
If you're not moving, you're not training, you can't be eating selection boxes.
This work from home now, massive sedentary lifestyle. Just move more and eat less calories in your.
No, I get it, mate. We've covered a lot there, and just to sort of a bit of a change of topic, we're going to go to a segment I like to call "What's Behind Mully's Mini Door." We're talking all things superpowers, be that Marvel, DC, flipping Bewitched or whatever that crap was back in the day. But whatever superpower you think would be the best superpower, and to stop any cheating of people back at home or from maybe the likes of yourself, Jack, Superman's off the list. He's gone because he's a cop out. He's got too many powers, and he's gone. So, Luke, what's the best superpower you think of? Don't say something daft.
No, I'm not going to say something daft, but it's just the obvious ones, I think, like to fly or to be invisible has got to be the number one out of them all.
To fly.
To fly or to be invisible. Sure.
So right now, this finishes and you just go, cheers mate, you fly off. Is that what you said?
I'd say be invisible.
No, but you said flying. So that's why I said don't be daft, and you came out with flying.
Why is that daft?
Because let's say I'm in the house now and I'm looking at it, I'm like, Luke Fisher's flying. You're going to be in a net. People are going to be injecting you and be like, why is he flying around?
Why? What's yours?
Well, we'll get to that.
No,
we're not finished though. What is it? You think flying?
I'd say invisible. Invisible.
Oh, what for? Because you're a pervert. Why would you want to be invisible? You little creep. Sinister, no doubt. Why would you want to be invisible? You'd have to listen to what people really thought of you, maybe.
Yeah, but then I'd just have like the telepathy thing, wouldn't you?
No, but you're doing Superman powers now. You've got one power.
One power.
No, but he's invisible. He's flying. He can read minds. He's just collective. You've got one. Jack, show him how it's done. What superpower is the main superpower?
If I had to pick, and everything was on the table, I'd have been Superman. But because of his powers, he's just been able to do whatever you want, and no one's ever going to stop him.
Yeah, you can't stop him. Right? But it's boring.
It's off the table. So, if you've seen the new Justice League film,
I'm 25.
I'm 29, mate, still watching it.
Fair, he got my virginity back. Yeah, I've watched it twice.
Fantastic. Right, what I'd just be rich.
What, like a sort of what? But
like
just rich how?
Bruce Wayne rich. Bruce Wayne rich. He's the
right. Okay, but so you're just rich. You're a rich guy.
Rich guy.
So when I come over to you and I've got super strength, I just pull your head off.
It
don't help you having a big bank account. How?
Because you've been my friend already.
What? Because you're rich?
Because I'm rich.
Because we're partying.
Because we're partying. We're out. We're doing our thing.
I don't know.
I'm there, but you can't see me.
You're there, can't see him. So he's never in the pictures.
It's a good one.
Instagram shit. Just pictures of like bare walls.
Yeah. On all of it.
No, but invisible it'd be a choice. I'd be able to like dip in and out. I wouldn't want to be invisible forever because just.
Yeah. No. Of course. It's on and off.
Dip in and out. Yeah.
No, but I don't. I know. Honestly, I'm a bit disappointed with the rich one there because it's. There's other rich people. Jeff Bezos, whatever his name is, he's filthy rich.
Yeah, but he doesn't look very good, does he?
What?
You don't look very good, does he?
No, what about powers? I'm talking hard hitting, stopping time, instantly, bang.
Yeah, time.
Everything's froze.
Yeah, no,
I'm just walking around doing what I want.
If I had to go for a power, an actual power, I'd be like Wolverine, just heal, live forever.
What? Everyone dying though.
Yeah, mate.
Everyone dead and you're just on your own. You're like got funerals all the time that you're never gonna have your own.
No, because imagine you could. That's no problem.
Yeah, but every woman you meet or whatever, you're gonna get old. Your kids are gonna get old.
I don't think you're gonna meet. It's very hard to find a good woman nowadays. That must be for a lifetime.
That's another topic.
Plenty of lifetime.
I honestly think you can't be like freezing time.
What would you do with that?
Do anything.
Well, no, tell me what you do with it, because your opinion is.
Pull your pants down.
I'm invisible, I'll pull your pants down. I'll pull your pants down for people.
No, but you could have some serious fun, right? And also, I could be rich. I could gamble on stuff, and so let's say a boxing match.
You can gamble on stuff.
I gamble, take everything out. I say, how?
You stop in time. A boxing match ain't gonna go ahead. What are you gonna do?
Stop time.
Yeah.
Put both his hands down as a puncher. So rather than blocking it, both his hands.
See what an effort! What an effort! You're
What? I'm just ringside.
Well, I could do the same. I'm invisible. I'll go sucker punch him. Whack.
Exactly. And while
It's recorded.
And while you two,
Yeah, but I'm invisible.
while you two are doing that, I'm just always rich. Doing whatever
Yeah,
I want to do.
you don't need to gamble.
Doing what everyone does. I don't need to gamble. I don't need to be stopping time.
I think you think something better with stopping
to
time.
someone knock people out.
Flying.
Flying.
Listen. Let us know what you think.
Someone shooting you.
Let us know what you think the best power is. As always, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'll never be taken for a mug. Just be yourself. Sorted. That was a good one, that, and I like that superpower stuff. That could go on. Flying's dog shit though.